Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tech Showdown. My name is Kevin, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing and overview of the Asus Strix GTX 980. So let's dive straight into it then. So first we're just going to talk about the GPU itself. Thought I'd go over it and fill again for those of you who aren't completely filled in already. So this features the GM204 Maxwell GPU, which is still 28nm. So not a manufacturing change this time around, but hopefully next time. Well, definitely next time, I'd imagine. It features 2048 CUDA cores. So 2048 CUDA cores, that's quite a bit. It has 4 GB of GDDR5 at 7010 MHz, and that's on a 256-bit memory bus. However, this isn't a downgrade, so don't worry about the memory bandwidth there. Now, it features a 164 watt TDP. I'll just open up this. You see, Asus usually has pretty nice packaging for the most part, and this looks pretty nice. 165 watt TDP. Now we'll talk about some of the features in just a sec. Let's see what it comes with in terms of accessories. Oh, why are these boxes always so difficult to get into? It upsets me. Oh, you're very stuck. Oh dear. Open. Oh my god, could they make this any harder to open? Look at this. Oh my god. Okay, so now we finally got that open, because for some reason with these NVIDIA boxes everything's impossible to get out. Onwards. We see that we have, oh, they're nice stickering, so you can choose your own color to match the color schemes of your what the rest of your rig might be. Just their manual, driver CD, and a twin 6-pin to 8-pin power adapter. So as we're getting into this GPU, let's talk about some of the features of the GTX 980. And this goes for the 970 as well. It's just new features this GM204 Maxwell. So it features improved memory compression and caching. That makes up for its 256-bit memory bus. As I've said, that doesn't, it isn't a downgrade, so that completely makes up for that. It has dynamic super resolution, or super sampling anti-aliasing as it's known, which renders the scene at a higher resolution and then downscales it for better graphics. This is particularly good on older games. Just makes everything look a bit nicer. It's just a really cool thing to have. MFAA, or multi-frame anti-aliasing, which is just a much more efficient version of MSAA, which you're probably all aware of. Sorry, get that out of the way. Get this card out. And VXGI illumination technique, which you probably don't need to worry about right now. And I'm holding it upside down. Here we are. So here is the Asus Strix GTX 980. And a nice backplate with all its glory on it. So let's get into this card itself. So, it goes up to a maximum boost of 1279, which is a little bit more conservative. Of course, these feature GPU boost 2.0, so it'll automatically go up higher than that. That's just what it says, but usually they go up by themselves quite a bit higher, unless you set them otherwise. Now, size-wise, it's coming in, we'll do it in inches for all the Americans out there. It's coming in at 11.36 inches. By 5.3 inches by 1.61 inches. So it's not too big. Yeah, it's a decent size though. So there's that. Now let's talk about this cooler on it. The Strix cooler. Okay. So the Strix cooler is basically nothing new. It's just the DirectC2 cooler that we've been used to for a while. Just freshened up with a new name and a new look. The DirectC2 cooler, a lot of people think I don't like it. I actually think it's a good cooler on the NVIDIA cards. So they struggled with the adaptation to the AMD cards, but on the NVIDIA cards, it works perfect. It's a great cooler. I have no issues with it. So that's good. It's got these fans have been redesigned as well, and so it doesn't have the previous DirectC2 cooler. Had the hybrid Cooltech fan over here, which was kind of a bit funny, and I didn't know really how well that worked. Has its huge 10mm heat pipe up the top here, absolutely massive, and a couple of 8mm ones down the bottom here. So that's really good too. Now it features their 0 decibel fan technology, so what this means is that the fans won't actually turn on until it gets up to a certain temperature. Usually when you're doing kind of moderate load things like you know, playing a decently advanced kind of game in terms of graphics. If you're playing more basic games, kind of like League of Legends, sometimes depending on where you have the graphics set, I find that the fans won't even turn on because the game doesn't even make it get that hot. So it just depends, but just for normal casual use, you know, browsing web, all that stuff, the fans will just remain off, which means there's absolutely no noise coming from the card. As far as fan noise goes, you can still get other noise such as coil whine coming from it, depending on what you're actually doing with it at the time. It's got this nice backplate on here, which I really not like. I mean, there's no reason why cards shouldn't have a backplate anymore. Honestly, they should just all have it. It looks really good, and I really like that. As far as power connections go, well, we're up here. It looks like it's a single 8-pin and a single 6-pin. So the reference design has dual 6-pins. Yeah, this is a very efficient GPU in these. So that's why it's dual 6-pins. Now the MSI, which is currently in the rig right now, that takes dual 8-pins. Why that jump up? Usually it's just better power delivery for people who are going to overclock. So this is kind of a happy medium, I think, of, you know, putting an 8-pin and a 6-pin there. So it's a bit more than reference, but it's less than the MSI. So let's jump around and look at I/O, and it's just standard, same as the reference model. So we got triple DisplayPort, single HDMI 2.0, that means 4K at 60 Hz, and DVI connection. So that's pretty good. Triple DisplayPort, that's perfect, so you can run triple G-Sync monitors on it, no worries at all. And that's what we like to see. Now it also has the upgraded components, such as the Digi-VRM and Super Alloy Power, and the 10-phase power design, so that's good. So basically what that means is that smoother power delivery to the GPU, which means you're going to have better overclocking and longer lifespan of the card in theory. That's not always the case, so just keep that in mind. Asus obviously has a GPU tweak technology as well, which is also quite good. But overall, this is just a DirectC2 card, basically, as I said, just a little bit updated. So if you've had a DirectC2 Asus graphics card before, then it's gonna, when you look at it, it's gonna look very similar in terms of the actual heatsink on it and all the rest of it. So that's going to round out this video of the Asus Strix GTX980 unboxing. Now I am going to be doing a showdown between this and the MSI GTX980 Gaming 4G that's my rig right now. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Please subscribe to Tech Showdown if you haven't already, so you catch that video as soon as it comes out. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.